I absolutely love to watch my kids play sports. It's one of the highlights of my life, especially on those days that they are really excelling and you can tell their mind is in it, their heart's in it, and they're just giving it everything that they've got. However, on the flip side, one of the things that drives me crazy about my kids, and even some of the kids that I coach, is that on certain days, they show up to the game or practice, and you can tell they don't want to be there. Their head is somewhere else. They have no energy to do what it is that's being asked of them. I can recall multiple conversations on the way home from practice or games with my kids where this has been the case. And the thing that frustrates me so much is not that they played bad or made mistakes, but that they wasted an opportunity to get better because they didn't try hard. We sacrificed the time to be there and they didn't make the most of it. Nobody likes to waste time. Nobody likes missed opportunities. Well, in today's passage, Paul is continuing on from where he left off about living in the light as opposed to the darkness. And for the 5 verses we read today, he's just giving more insight on how to live in the light. And one of the things he says is that you need to make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. That's why he says, be careful how you live. Don't act thoughtlessly. Try to understand what the Lord has in store for you to do and do it. Don't get drunk. All these instructions have to do with living in the light and making the most of the opportunities that you have. It's hard to be faithful to the calling that God has on your life if you're wasting time, living foolishly, and harming your witness or not even trying to discern what God is up to in and through you. And there's a very good reason why the topic of drunkenness comes up here. There's no way for you to be in a position to make the most of opportunities when you waste time and waste opportunities by being drunk. This is not the place for a full biblical breakdown on the topic of alcohols. I've done that elsewhere, but the point is pretty clear. Drunkenness is not an option for a believer. You need to live with purpose. You need to live in accordance with what God has for you and make the most of every opportunity. You don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that you wasted time on things that didn't matter and opportunities for impact passed you by. Regret is a pill that is very difficult to swallow, and God wants to save you from that regret. So here's my challenge. Have you asked God what He's up to in your life? Have you asked Him what it is that He wants you to do? Are you noticing the opportunities that are in front of you? If so, let's get busy and not let the opportunities or moments pass us by. Let's make the most of this life that God has given us, and you and I, we can start today.